we're having to play distract the pig today, trying to film out here in the pig yard today. It is super, super windy, so we got you guys in the little pig hut.
Yes.
And we got a phone call today from the processor. We thought we had a butcher date set. It turns out we didn't have a butcher date set. We were on a call list.
Yeah.
They called Rachel today around lunchtime and said, "Hey, can you bring in your pig tomorrow?" And we were like,
I don't know. Can we?
I don't know, yeah. If I don't, will I get punished?
So we normally train our pigs to get on the trailer well before it's time for butcher day.
About a week beforehand, yeah.
And so this little guy's not been trained. And you'll notice he's solo, but we'll tell you why he's solo in a bit. A good way to wrap up the pig video with enjoying some ham steaks from our last pigs. It's actually the very last package of ham steaks.
Really?
Yep.
Good timing, I guess. We planned it just right.
Yeah.
We have a lot of bacon left, though.
A lot of bacon, one pork, like small pork roast left, and I think that's it. Like, it's just like perfect
Wow.
timing for these pigs. Which it's been, we harvested the Idaho pasture pigs in January of 2021.
So if you caught what we were doing earlier, our trailer, it's a 5x8 utility trailer, and we put our goat fort, which is something we built many, many years ago when we first got our goats on property so that our goats would have a shelter. They didn't like it, but we kept the thing because it fits perfectly on the trailer. And it fits perfectly for most normal sized pigs fit inside of it. So we take our stall mat and we put our stall mat on the ramp, and normally we'll start feeding them out of that a good week ahead of time. And they get used to it and they walk right in there, and
Loading them's always pretty uneventful.
the final day they go right in, and we pull the stall mat out really quick and close the gate, and we're on our way. So tomorrow should be interesting. I wish we could instantly publish this video and say, give us some tips, because I'm sure we're not the only ones that have done this. I was thinking of what do pigs really like? Maybe we could try marshmallows, feed him one and he'll realize, oh, that's awesome, and then kind of
I don't think we mentioned we took away all of his food tonight. So
we did,
because we haven't really given you guys updates at all on our pigs, and we chose this time to try free choice feeding. So we just used the gravity bin, and they've been with us since the 1st of June, basically. We picked them up right when we got back from our daughter's wedding, which was Memorial Day weekend. Born in March, so they're right at 7 months old. But you might have noticed if you've been here with us for a while that there's only one. Right.
There's only one pig, yeah. So the story behind that, what was the timing on it? We've been meaning to tell you guys about this, about what happened. for like 2 weeks now.
Yeah,
Because it was right
right-
before Kelsey and Mike came to visit.
It was right before that, yep.
Because we
day
talked
before.
with them. Yeah, the day before. Because we talked with them. They're the breeders who we got the pigs from. We talked to them about what had happened, and they were like, yeah. So I think it was the day we basically went out one morning. Rachel went out with the grandbaby to show him the pigs. And one of them got up and come running over. The other one didn't get up.
Which isn't unlike them to like be napping so hard they don't jump right up.
Right.
So I'm like, Piggy! He wasn't moving. So I went over to the side, and then I was just like threw a stick at him. Not a big stick, just like a little twig.
A twig.
And nothing. And then I just started looking more and more, and he was not, or she was not breathing. And then we noticed like blood coming from its nose. So all surmised, us being somewhat newbies, this is only our third time raising pigs, and we've never had any negative experience to teach us these things. Mike and Kelsey agreed that it was probably pneumonia because we were in like big cold fluctuations, and I guess that can do that. And Todd was mentioning
A couple days before it passed away, I was out there because I was working on my bees, and that pig in particular was coughing. You know how, well, you probably never heard pigs cough, because if a pig is coughing, we have since learned pigs don't cough. So if your pig is coughing, something's wrong with your pig. And I didn't know. I just told it, go get a drink of water.
I mean, and that's just being honest. Like when you get into this, if you weren't raised around it, we raised 5 children. When they cough, you say, go get a drink of water. And so, he said it jokingly, like, go get a drink of water, buddy. And because it wasn't acting otherwise sick.
Right, perfectly normal.
Right, up walking around, would run to him at the bees. And so, good lesson learned, hard lesson learned. I think, are you going to put the picture in here?
We will. I don't believe it's too
graphic,
overly graphic, other than it's a picture of a dead pig.
It's a huge, huge loss. I mean, basically that pig was the size of this pig that we're harvesting just 2 weeks ago. And I would guess close to 200 pounds hanging weight of lost food, and a lot of resources put into it.
A lot of money. We fed that thing from the time it was a little piglet up until the time a month before it's ready to be harvested.
Right. So that's a big bummer. It's a huge loss for us. Big time. Like, so today's a good example. We raised 2 pigs to last us 2 years. And we may not have enough.
Now we have one pig.
Yeah, we have 1 pig. But it is bigger than our last
I think so.
pig. So
I think so for sure. So, hard lesson. Sucking.
yeah, but I mean, we will be a little bit more thoughtful about using the pork meat, and maybe it's not during the winter. We can have pork sometimes 3 times a week because we love it.
Pork chops and applesauce.
Yeah. And so we'll probably just be a little bit more thoughtful. We did get, the 2 big fish that we've never had before. Where we got all of the meat chickens coming in.
Right.
Still have lots of turkey from last fall. So I think we're going to be okay.
You think?
I think so.
Smell it, buddy? Hey.
he pooped.
He did poop in there. That went surprisingly smooth.
Yeah, don't use this as an example because it usually doesn't work out like that. Like I came running out like, are you ready for my help? What, you already have him loaded?
Yeah.
Oh.
I saw him all morning walking around the pen looking for food, so I knew he was hungry, and it just went smooth. So
Yep.
this is the end, I guess, of 2022 pig season.
Yes.
All that's left is to bring home the meat. We'll show you guys what we got when we get it back.
Yeah, excited.
All right, ready to drive?
Yes, long
All right.
drive.
See you guys.